Welcome to the first episode of Modern Asian Mother, where I will share my modern perspective on our Asian values. So today's topic is respect. Question, is respect earned or is it given? Why don't you listen to the end and form your own views? I would love to hear. So when my daughter was about 2 years old, we brought her Chinese New Year visitation. And as soon as we entered this relative's home, my daughter's cheeks were being pinched. Wow! Say hello! I looked and it was obvious that my daughter was not enjoying herself. There was a slight frown. And at 2 years old, she didn't have the vocabulary to articulate how she felt, right? So I asked my relative, can you please stop what you're doing? My relative completely disregarded me and continued. Ayah, but so cute! By then I looked at my relative and asked, how would you like if someone were to be pinching your cheeks the same way you're doing to my daughter? My relative looked at me with surprise and with an open mind. And I continued, I get you are having fun. Yet, it's only one way and at my daughter's expense. If both are having fun, escalate it, take it to the next level, and that's how relationships are formed. At the same time, in this instance, it's obvious that she's in pain. She's a human being, she's not a toy. So can you please respect her? That relationship went very well. In fact, today we are so much closer together. And I'm glad that I actually expressed how I felt instead of keeping it in. Because year on year, whenever we visit this relative, can you imagine? My daughter won't enjoy visiting this relative for fear of her cheeks. And my relative won't understand why there's a distance between my relative and my daughter. So I'm glad that's put to the side. And what I want to bring in today is very often we in Asia tend to say, Ayah, kids don't understand one. I'm the adult, I should know better. So you listen to me all the time, period. I had two parents when I was growing up who brought me up very differently, right? The first parent was a give me respect, where I didn't have the freedom to express how I felt because any contrarian point of view was seen as 不要顶嘴, which means answer back. You are supposed to only do as you are told with no questions asked. And naturally, that relationship didn't go very well because I'm naturally inquisitive, not towing the line, not compliant, and I felt that this definition of respect was something that I couldn't agree with. Contrast that against my other parent who was completely just accepting of who I was. You know, who could have even the capacity to take in my contrarian points of view, who could take in my challenges, and this parent taught me, respect is to be earned. Needless to say, when both parents asked me to do something that I didn't want to do, for this parent, once in a while I may do it, but it was with a grudging heart. There was no respect on the inside, even though the outward form complied. Yet with this parent, because this parent had given me so much space to be accepted for who I was, I would go out of my way to do what this parent requested of me. Because this parent respected me, I unknowingly was giving back respect. And if it made this parent happy for me to do whatever, it was small and I was happy doing it. So why I'm sharing this is because in Asia, there seems to be a focus on the outward form of respect, where we talk about greeting your elders, say please and thank you, table manners, social etiquette. My question is, how about the inward form, right? And yes, I do teach my kids to respect the outward form, respectful behavior, everyone. Not just the doctors or the teachers or people that we like, but everyone, including our helper, including the person who cleans the rubbish. And it does not matter the age of the person or the social status of the person. Respect is a given to everyone. Okay? And yet, I want to deepen the topic of respect with this quote that I read. Respect for others will guide our manners in life. And respect for ourselves will guide our morals in life. I want to share when my eldest was about 2 years old or so, we were at the shopping mall. So she found a pencil case that she loved and needed to have, even though we disagreed. So nonetheless, the pencil case followed us through the entire grocery shopping. And at the end, when we were at the checkout point counter, it was so easy to take the pencil case, put it aside and say, come, let's go, right? Because it's effortless. Yet I knew that this was a perfect opportunity for us to just share with her and inculcate some values. So my husband looked at her and said, darling, we know you like it. At the same time, the purpose of the pencil case, number one, is to put in your stationery, which you have none of at the moment. And number two, in time to come, this will be a necessity. And then we'll decide the design that you like, and then we'll have a discussion about that. As of now, can you please take this and return it from where you took it? She looked at us with a hint of understanding, took the pencil case, toddled off, and carefully placed it where she got it from. And in that moment, the lady who was in line behind us exclaimed, "Wow! Your daughter so quiet! You mean they understand?" And that just got me thinking, yes, our kids understand. Who are we to expect them to respect others when we don't first give them the experience of what it means like to be respected? And for me, as we bring them up in respecting their opinions and their feelings, out of the abundance of self-respect, of having experienced what it feels like to be respected, will then flow respectful behaviors. So respectful behaviors, self-respect, give respect to everyone all the time. And as a parent, it is my opinion that I earn my children's respect. Not because I have to, but because it builds them in terms of grounding them and giving them that quiet confidence in their lives to be guided by their morals from within. Thank you, and if you love what you hear, I would recommend that you probably do one thing today with your kids. Probably ask them, just quietly, what is one thing that you like about what mom is doing and one thing that you don't? And just keep an open ear to what they say. I would love to hear their reply, and subscribe, because this will be the first of amazing topics where we will just share different views. You have a blessed Chinese New Year.